Okay, we're going now.
Thank you for coming and giving up some time. What's like your typical training week for like when you're training for racing?
What's our
Typical training.
typical training? Well, there is different. I guess for women's and men's is different. But let's say on Monday, normally it's a rest day because we had the race on Sunday. So Monday rest day. Then on Tuesday we have a mountain bike ride or on the road. Just a couple of hours, maximum 3 hours. Wednesday a long ride. Then Thursday intervals or more explosive, more intensity training with the mountain bike. Then Friday normally rest day or kind of active rest day with just spin the legs. Saturday we check the course and Sunday back again to business. So, but for sure each rider is different and each trainer has his own program. And but it's, you know, sometimes we train in the morning, also in the afternoon, 2 times. It depends a little bit the time of the season.
Yeah, but I think that was, as I said now, it's a very typical week for a lot of riders, especially in the racing time period of the year. I believe now after Offenburg, the second World Cup now, then a lot of athletes will have some weeks with that put in lots of hours of training. So then it will be different again.
But more or less, for example, in my case, I train 60-70% of my training is on the mountain bike, on the road bike, sorry.
Yeah.
And then 30-40%, depends a little bit the period, is on the road bike and on the mountain bike. So, I think I confused the mountain bike and road bike. No, but it's like this more or less. Depends also on the season.
How did you feel when you won your World Championships?
I felt, well, it was really emotional moment, you know. Took me a long time. The last time I won the World Championship was in 2000. So 10 years after, and with 32 years old, I won finally the big title, the World Championships Elite, because I had junior, under 23, so it was only, I missed only the elite title. And it took me 10 years to work on it, and it was a lot of emotion, you know. After I crossed the finish line, it was, I remember family, friends, people that they are always around me and they help me, and you know, it's a great moment.
Yeah.
Does it sound like he's old when he said that?
No, just because I didn't.
That knows me how old I am.
But it's a great moment, you know, because in my case, I wanted to win the World Championships. That is not easy because it's only a couple of persons that can do it.
Yeah.
But for the last 10 years, or probably my whole career, I've been working for this title. And then when you reach it, it's really special. But at the same time, it's a kind of a feeling of empty, because I crossed the line and then I felt empty, like and now what?
Nowhere to achieve.
That is, what's the next goal? You know, it's
You're the best.
Yeah, exactly. At least one day. At least one day. You never know if they repeat the race the day after. Maybe I will not win it. But at least one day I was the world champion.
And I think it is the biggest thing for cyclists that is in the business and have been for many years, having and wearing the rainbow jersey. It's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Well, she has more experience than me. I wear it only once, but she wears it for 3 or 4 years. In different disciplines, marathon and cross country. So.
Yeah.
What do you think of the course here at Norby?
It's really fun to ride, that's for sure. It's pretty technical, but really fun to ride. And it's a special way the race goes because it's a lot of sprinting, especially for the men that are so many. So it's very hard, but in a different way that most other World Cup courses in many ways, isn't it? Because it's sprinting out of every corner here and it's really hard to pass.
Yeah, it's really narrow and technical.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, that's pure mountain bike. That's the philosophy of mountain bike.
Yeah.
You know, technical sections, some section where you can put all your power in the pedals, like the climb or the flat section in the gravel road. So this is the kind of courses I really like, because if you like to ride mountain bike and you hit a course where it's only flat and asphalt, then probably you should do road bike. You know?
Yeah.
But this is pure mountain bike, you know, with also with a BMX section, bike park.
Yeah.
This is funny, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
As a bit fancy.
this is not a thing that you find every day in your training, so it's also funny to ride it. If you see the guys, if you walk around the last days, probably you could see many riders with a smile in the face because they like the course, you know. They are not complaining about the course. They really like the course.
How did you both get started in cycling?
That was just for me a totally coincident. I was 22 years old when I first had my trip on a mountain bike. I used to be mainly a runner, long distance runner, but I've done all kind of sports since I was 10 years old. Always been out, loving using my body physically. And it was just someone in the area where I lived in Stavanger, Norway, that asked me to come for a training. And I said, yeah, why not? The guys were doing interval and I thought I was dying after 5 minutes.
So easy.
But then they took me on some trails, downhill trails, that was really exciting, and I think I got hooked from the first day. And I did my first local small race 2 weeks after, and then I got on the national team very fast and even joined the World Cup race in Plymouth in August '95. That was like only a few months after I first had my mountain bike ride.
Was that your first race in Plymouth?
Yeah, that was my first World Cup race. So everything happened really fast, and it was really a coincidence that I kind of started with mountain biking. And I don't regret it at all, that's for sure.
In my case, it was also something like this also, because I've been practicing many sports, but till 14 years old I was kind of a skateboard freak. I had only a skateboard, not even a bicycle in my garage. And then at 14 years old I saw a guy biking with a mountain bike in my town, and then I thought, oh, this is a cool bike. It's not a road bike, that I didn't like road bikes. Which is not trial, that with a trial bike you cannot move around the area. So I thought that's a cool mountain bike, and so I make a bet with my parents. If I pass my exams in the school, they would buy me a bike, and well, finally I had to study really seriously because I wanted to have a bike, and I got the bike, and as Rita said, I got hooked from some friends around the area. They bring me to a race, and first race I won in the area. The second one I lose, or the other guy won, whatever you wanna look it. And then I thought, I like this. I like this challenger, you know, to train and to fight with the other riders, and that's why I get. So finally I got into a spiral that I started in a really low level, and then suddenly World Cups and World Championships, and really fast, but not easy. Really fast, but not easy.
What do you like eat before a race in the morning?
I think we eat a lot of oatmeals, most of our guys. It gives a lot of energy, it tastes good, and it's really a good source of fuel before a race. The most important thing, I think, is to not eat something your stomach is not used to, because you don't have to eat oatmeal to do good in a race, but you have to eat something that your body know how it reacts on, and you know it gives you energy. But we eat a lot of oatmeal for breakfast.
I'm Spanish, you know, sangria, paella. typical Spanish products. No, finally we are normal person. So if you check one of our breakfasts before the race, it's more or less like a normal person. Honey, bread around, oatmeal, muesli cereals, yogurt.
It's not the typical English breakfast with beans and bacon.
Yeah, probably in front of the race we don't abuse of milk products.
No.
Because the stomach takes time to make digestion, and then probably during the race it comes up. But the other things is more or less like everybody.
We have really good chefs in the team. The Swaniers normally do the food for us, so we are lucky. We feel like we are having the best restaurant in the world moving along with us.
Is there something you do before a race, like a spiritual, that always gets you in the zone, that you do every race?
well, everybody has his own paranoias, let's say, and
You are crossing yourself already.
no, I cross myself,
Yeah.
and then I check if the wheels are closed.
Yeah.
Okay, I check it 3 times and 4 times, and I cross myself 3 times if it's a hard race. If not, only one. You know.
Dangerous course.
Dangerous course, 10 times. It depends. But I think it's more or less paranoia. You know, kind of. You try always. You are so nervous in front of the race that you try to find always a kind of protocol that relax you a little bit, that takes away a little bit the pressure, and but finally it serves for nothing. You know, to make 3 times score. If the rock is the rock, it's not gonna save you. But it's try to find a little bit relax, time for relax. You know. But well, in the morning we have breakfast. Normally we go out for a small ride, spin 40 minutes, especially the men that we have the race in the afternoons at 2 o'clock. So then we come back, a dish of pasta or rice, and that's around 11:30, something like this. Then we move from the hotel to the expo area, to the tracks, and we start our warm-up on the rollers, sweating a little bit for 40 minutes, and then that's it. Then they call us to the race, and we try to give our best.
And then it's to
Then
control the nerves.
If the race is good, then straight to the podium, and if not, then back to the bike and go to the hotel by bike, not even by car. So it's easy protocol. But it gets bigger and bigger because in front of the race now, like we explained, this is easy. But in front of the race, you are nervous, everybody is under pressure.
You
So
try
that's why.
to maybe control your way of thinking because you don't want to be turbo nervous, but at the same time you can't be too relaxed because that's not good either. So it's a lot of things I think that goes on in your head before the start, the last hour, just to get in the your own right kind of feeling before the start.
But this is not me. I'm 32, 33 years old, and I still in front of the race. Sorry, but I have to go for a PP 3, 4, 5 times. So that means I still a little bit
I'm a lot
nervous and like a junior, like a really young guy that starts again the first race. So
and if that is missing, you know you won't have a good race.
Still, I will keep this kind of feelings, like the beginner feelings. That's
then
perfect.
you are doing the right thing.
The day I have no feeling like this, probably will be the day I should stop because that shows the passion or it's gone.
Is that it?
No, the mum one. That's quite an interesting question. Is that?
Oh yeah. As a female rider and mother, how do you like juggle and stay at a high standard in racing?
How I handle it, or
Yeah,
it looks probably easy, but it's for me. Now the little boy is 2 years old. Looking back at it, I think it has been a tougher period than I thought it would be before having a child. But at the same time, with good help from our parents, I think it's still possible, and I still love what I'm doing, and I still have enjoyed the time from the time he was born. And I think for me it has been, first of all, to prove myself that I did the right choice to continue with biking, because I wanted to follow the passion that is so strong still, but you have to do things in a different way than before. And I think so far we succeeded pretty well now. We're not winning every race as we did, but that's not the goal anymore either. You just have to do things in a different way, and for sure you have a lot of helpers in the family like we had, then it's still possible. Yeah.
What is this? You don't ask us about our rumors that if we get divorced or like in a real TV, you know. Like.
If he doesn't get new rumors, he just create them.
Is that true? Is that true that Ravnev? Is that true that Absalom Yes.
Go on, let's get some dirt. You want some dirt? You want a scoop? You want a
What are
scoop?
some of the best trails in Spain? Because I'm going there in the summer holidays.
Sorry?
I'm going to Spain in the summer holidays for a couple of weeks.
To where?
I can't say it.
Barcelona?
Bau. In the north.
North, Baskeland.
Beo.
Bilbao?
Is it? Oh no, it's like it's a town called Beo.
Close to Bilbao.
Yeah, I think so.
Bilbao.
Yeah.
That's the north. That's
Yeah.
cool, huh?
Is it?
Nice place. Yeah, really nice place. Good for tapas and nice beach and
And this is where the Rioja come from?
a little bit more in the north.
Okay, but you live also pretty north, but more east.
Yeah. I live more in the side of Girona, Mediterranean. So more in the Girona. Rioja is area in the more or less in the middle.
Okay, it's a big country.
So you go for 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Nice holiday.
Holidays.
Yeah.
It's good the job we
And
have.
now we
We are
come.
holiday always.
And we come for 1 week to England. We share.
Yeah.
How much do you go home in when you're racing?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I think we have around 100 days a year with the team together.
And I counted and I have 160 more or less.
With the team. Or also a
Well,
little bit after now, yeah.
Training,
Because-
traveling and
Yeah.
team.
I used to have, together with my husband, that is also my trainer, most season we had up to 270 days on the road, so that's a lot. But when we have a little boy now, we don't travel that much. But I think this year, I still have 170 days on the road probably, so it's still a lot.
Are you going straight to the next World Cup from it?
You go home for a few days.
Yeah, go home. Nowadays it's really easy. There are planes everywhere, airports everywhere, so we can go straight to. I fly straight to Barcelona, and then on Thursday I'm back to Germany. So it's really easy.
We let these guys get on a bit.
Yeah, we'll
Brilliant.
There one from the UCI that wants to.
Everyone wants to decide. Running right everywhere.
He's the world champion, isn't he?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Good luck with your race.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. And good luck and enjoy biking.
Yeah, thank you.
Joe met you. He met you on the start line. He was lining up last year at Plymouth when you was at Plymouth.
Oh, yeah.
So he was on the start line ready to
no,
go.
I remember.
Yeah, at the same time. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're also racing today,
I
or
raised also
I think we're going to race
97, 98.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a tough one.
But that's Joe's local. That's our local course. Plymouth,
I
so-
might come back this year. It's I think it's a E2 race
Yeah.
at the same weekend.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might come back again this year.
Maybe Jose will come along as well.
Maybe I drag him around also.
What's up?
You have to be like 10 times at the same time.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
My opinion, they should create more weekends in a year.
Yeah, especially now.
Thanks
with
a lot.
Thursday. Okay.
Thank you, Rita.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.